Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rich Dykoff, and today I'm going to show you how to take a photo of an Angry Orchard hard cider and turn it into a total banger that looks like this. But first, this episode is sponsored by Angry Orchard. This project, I was tasked to think a little outside the box. Usually when a client comes to you for new photos, I take in as much info as possible to get a good read on what exactly they're looking for. The brand's colors, the company's vision, the season and release, and you know, sometimes it just takes actually looking at the product itself to get an idea or an inspiration of what you want to do and how you want to portray an image. Now, I always start by planning, taking branding colors, image, direction, season of release, and the product into consideration before setting up the shots. For this shot, I think it would be badass to do a composite photo, where we see the bottle being cut in many places, revealing the inside of the bottle, but to give it a twist, I want the idea to come across of this having great flavor. So instead of showing the liquid, the cider, I want to show an apple core. So when you see this image, it gives you the impression that this drink gives you real flavor. Before setting up, I want to prep the bottle. I remove the back labels to the bottle and I spray it with a matte spray paint. I do this for a couple of reasons. It catches and spreads the light more evenly, giving a nice gradient highlight rather than a harsh line across the bottle. Making the surface dull helps give another dimension to the bottle while still being able to pick up the nice color from the glass and the cider with it. Now that the bottle is prepped, I spray it with a 50-50 mix of water and glycerin. This gives a nice wet, cold look to the bottle. Now, moving on to lighting, it's important to keep the light consistent to give a real look in the end of this edit. So in this case, I think going with the 4-point lighting makes the most sense since we'll be taking a bunch of shots of the bottle alone in multiple angles. So I want to make sure I have enough lights to highlight, backlight, and another light to just hit the front label. I'll also be shooting a bunch of cut up apples the same exact way, followed by getting some sick cider splash shots to add another layer of realism to the photo. Now that we are done shooting, I want to throw everything in a Lightroom where I pick my favorite shots and color them to the look that I'm going for. Once I establish the look, I apply the same look to every photo for consistency. Once finished, I open all the photos in Photoshop where we begin the composite. Now that we're in Photoshop, this part takes the most time. I go through the images, usually starting with a straightforward clean shot of the bottle with the logo. Then from here, I use the other images to give dimension to the photo, creating the cutout pieces of bottle. After the bottle is set, I add the apple core the same way into the photo, adding it in each cut section of the bottle. And last, I add the cider splashing shots we took to elevate the photo more, adding more dimension and flavor to the shot. Once this is all tightened up, this is the finished image we are left with. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you Angry Orchard for sending so much cider. If you guys like what you saw here today, hit that like button and subscribe for more tips and behind the scenes in photography. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.